Okay, sample problem number 5. You are the project engineer on a large earth dam project that requires a volume of 5,000 cubic meter of compacted earth fill, such that the final voids ratio in the dam is 0.80. Your boss, the project manager, delegates to you the important decision of buying the earth fill from one of the three suppliers. Which one of the three suppliers is the most economical and how much will you save? So these are the given parameters for each supplier. Given information or data. So according to the problem, the required volume in the earth dam project is 5,000 cubic meters. So this volume pertains to the moist volume, not the saturated one, not the dry one. Next is that the moist volume of that soil must have a void ratio of 0.80 sa dam project natin. Okay, so requirement, we have to determine which among the three suppliers, A, B, and C, is the most economical in terms of price. So the term economical is subjective in definition. Kasi baka yung most economical is yun naman yung in terms of price mas pinakamura. Pero there are many factors that we have to consider. Baka yung pinakamura na supplier, yun din naman ang pinakamalayo. So, para madadagdagan ang indirect cost natin. So, for this problem, ang i-consider lang talaga natin is yung direct cost, which is the price of the earth fill. So, for the solution, without considering the void ratio, it would appear that supplier B is the cheapest. Kasi nga, yung kanyang price is the cheapest. 255 pesos lang siya per cubic meter. Si supplier A, 270, so relatively mas mahal. Si supplier C, 260 pesos. Although konti lang ang difference nila, but we are trying to buy a large volume of soil. Hindi lang siya patingi-tingi. So pag masyado nang malaki yung volume, yung konting difference would also mean a lot sa ating project. Okay? However, the key idea here is to assume 1 cubic meter of soil solids. Kasi nga, we have an infinite volume of soil, and the only way to solve the problem is to consider only a unit volume. So for this problem, let's assume that the volume of solid na i-consider is 1 cubic meter lang muna. Also, this diagram shows how the problem must be approached. So meron tayong mga suppliers, and each supplier has varying void ratio and varying prices. Kukuha tayo sa kanila ng earth or soil, itatransport natin papunta sa ating project. Ang project natin, merong requirement na dapat ang total volume is 5,000 cubic meter. Yung moist volume na yan is 5,000 cubic meter, and then the void ratio should be 0.80. So the key idea here is that kung ano yung volume of solid na kukunin natin sa chosen supplier must be the same doon sa ating project. Kumbaga, kung kukuha tayo ng, let's say, 1 cubic meter sa isang supplier, sa napili nating supplier, dapat pagdating sa project, 1 cubic meter din ang volume of solid. Okay, so yun ang key idea. The required void ratio for the earth dam project is 0.80. Hence, from the formula of the void ratio, volume of voids over volume of solid is equal to 0.80. And considering only 1 cubic meter of volume of solid, thus we are restricted to a volume of voids of 0.80 cubic meter only. So, ibig sabihin nun, kung meron tayong 1.80 na total volume of the soil, yung 0.80 cubic meter niyan is void. Tapos yung 1 cubic meter niyan, yun yung volume of solid. Okay, so ibig sabihin nun, we have to obtain 1.8 cubic meter of moist soil para ma-achieve natin ang restriction ni project na dapat meron tayong void ratio na 0.80. So, yun ang idea dyan. This time, let us compute the required volume of solids or V sub S for the project. Kasi nga, hindi naman 1 cubic meter lang ang kailangan sa project, di ba? Kailangan natin 5,000 cubic meter. So, sa 5,000 cubic meter na yan, ilan ba ang volume ng solid? So, let's compute. So, the total volume is equal to volume of voids plus volume of solid. This is from the phase diagram. And we also note that the volume of voids is equal to E times V sub S. So, galing sa formula na to. Therefore, the total volume is equal to V sub S times 1 plus E. So, this is the general formula that we will be using to compare which among the three suppliers is the most economical. So, total volume is equal to volume of solid times 1 plus E. However, sa ating project, i-compute muna natin kung ilang volume of solid ang kailangan natin para makakuha tayo ng total volume na 5,000 cubic meter with a void ratio of 0.8. So, let's compute. So, volume of solid na kailangan natin is 5,000 cubic meter divided by 1 plus 0.80. So, we need 2,778 cubic meters of the volume of solid. So, yun na yung sinasabi natin na from the supplier, kukuha tayo ng 2,778 cubic meter. Tapos, yun yung itatransport natin papunta sa project. Kung 2,778 sa supplier, dapat pagdating sa project, 2,778 cubic meter pa rin yan siya. Okay? So, let's continue. With the required volume of solid equal to 2,778 cubic meter, let us now compute how many moist volume do we need from each supplier. Okay, so take note that the moist volume is given by the formula V sub S times 1 plus E. So for supplier A, we need 2,778 cubic meter times 1 plus 0.85. So that's equal to 5,139.3 cubic meter. For supplier B, we need 7,778.4 cubic meter. And for supplier C, we need 7,222.8 cubic meter. So dito pa lang, we can already tell that although supplier B is the cheapest, pero kailangan natin ng large amount of total volume of soil para ma-achieve natin yung volume of solid na 2,778 cubic meter. Kasi nga yung kanyang void ratio is masyadong malaki. Okay? Si supplier A is although mahal ang kanyang price, but we only need a relatively low total volume from them. And then let us now compute the direct cost of the soil from each supplier. So for supplier A, the direct cost is equal to 1,387,611. And for supplier B, the direct cost is equal to 1,983,492. And for supplier C, the direct cost is equal to 1,877,928. So, obvious na 'di ba kung sino ang pinaka-mura or the most economical. Therefore, the most economical is supplier A. What if we choose supplier B instead of A? Magkano ba ang magiging additional cost? So, ang additional cost is 595,881 pesos. But that additional cost will become your saving if you just computed for the most economical supplier. So, if you choose supplier A over B, that cost na almost 600,000 additional cost will now become your saving. So kung ikaw ang may-ari ng isang construction firm, malaki-laking amount na rin yan para makatulong sa project mo. Also, we can preliminarily tell that uh, with known void ratio from each supplier, we can already choose the yung pinakamababa na void ratio. Pero what if same ang void ratio ng lahat ng supplier? So, doon naman tayo magko-compare sa price. Pero what if yung price and void ratio is, kumbaga, lisod balansihon, lisod matamatahon? So, in that case, you really have to compute for the most economical earth fill from each supplier. Okay, that's it.